Jeg tager hele vejen til Frankrig, fordi at vi skal se på Rayman. Derfor står jeg på en altan. Der er ubeskriveligt varmt. Jeg har vintertøj på, fordi det er koldt i Danmark. Tænk over det, imens jeg ser lidt for spillet. Hej. Have you done anything to make the game stand out to people who aren't as into the Rayman franchise?
Yes, you will discover the Rayman's universe even if you have not played any Rayman's game before. It's really starting from scratch, telling you the story and expanding the universe. As long as you play, you really discover as big is the universe. It's filled with surprise. Even if you have already played Rayman's game, you will have the real pleasure of being surprising by different things.
You changed the game up from being a downloadable content game to a full retail game. Why?
You know, we had two big reasons to make the game in a box and very big game. First reason is that in Rayman, the more you progress, the more you get power. With these new powers, like the power of swimming very deep, you can go back in the first levels and then discover new things. With episodic content, it's very hard to go back in an old episode and to move from one episode to another. So that's one reason. It's because of the format of the game. The second reason is that we had a lot of pressure for the Rayman's fan that they really wanted to have a whole experience, a very big game. So instead of cutting the game in pieces, we tried to have a very uniformized game with the bosses system and going back in levels thing and all this stuff.
This game is the first game to use the UbiArt framework. How does that work, and is it a big help?
The UbiArt framework is a connection between the artist and the final game. They can really paint on the computer or even on any painting support, anything in fact. They just can use scan or digital painting and directly put those things in the game in different 3D layers, and they can add interactions on those elements very quickly. So it's really a link between art and game.
Will this be the last Rayman game ever, or will we see more?
No, of course. A lot of more games could come. Rayman game, to make a good Rayman game, you really need to have this part of crazy madness inside you, and to put it off and put it in the Rayman game, the Rayman's world. It's really a question of ideas. If you still have a lot of ideas to put in that game, you really want to make a sequel, just to make all those crazy things getting out of my body.